Hello there ladies and gentlemen, Samurai Rabbit here for GameWatcher, and today we're going to be taking a look at Asteroids Outpost from Salty Games. This is currently in Steam Early Access, so please be aware that all content is subject to change. Syndicate, Dungeon Keeper, and now Asteroids. What do they all have in common? Well, they are all revered games of yore that have since had their name plastered on whichever genre or business model their rights holders deem flavour of the month, regardless of whether it makes any bloody sense to do so. Squad tactics game Syndicate became a corridor shooter, innovative RTS Dungeon Keeper became a free-to-play cash black hole on mobile, and now classic arcade game Asteroids is a first-person PvP sandbox survival sim in early access. At least it doesn't have zombies in it. Yet. Asteroids Outpost sees you play as a miner on a large planetoid that is constantly bombarded by, yes you've guessed it, asteroids. After staking a claim for yourself, you have to mine ore, build a base, and protect your claim from your unscrupulous fellow players as you try to turn a profit out of this barren, floating hell. There are no mineral deposits on the planetoid itself however, but don't worry, it is literally raining money. Using your turrets you can shoot down asteroids out of the sky, leaving your land littered with juicy ore. You do have to blast them out the sky yourself though. If an asteroid hits the surface, nothing happens. Now the problem with this is that it's absolute bollocks. Why do you have to shoot them? Why can't they just hit the deck and spill their ore goodness? The answer is that this mechanic is a complete contrivance. If you did not shoot down the asteroids with your magic ore injecting space cannon, then there'd be no tenuous link to the asteroid's IP, would there? The nonsensical nature of this is compounded by the fact that your turrets will destroy asteroids automatically if you are not operating them, but they will still only drop ore if you are personally in the gunnery chair. Well, with money falling out the sky, it takes only 2 or 3 of these bland turret sessions to earn enough minerals to construct every building and purchase every upgrade available in the game. This took me around 40 minutes of game time. I had to keep popping back into my base as you only have around 60 seconds of oxygen even when fully upgraded, which is strange because scuba divers use tanks that last the best part of an hour. Have an oxygen limit? Yes, of course, but why limit it to such a paltry amount of time? All this does is inconvenience the player rather than adding any particularly life-threatening moments or survival elements. In fact, the environment isn't much of a threat. Oxygen isn't an issue once you get a vehicle, and as long as you occasionally look up, you won't get hit by an asteroid. 2 turrets is enough to cover your base and allow you to use one to gather ore. One of each building provides you with enough ammo and charges for your equipment. The clunky base building seems arbitrary really, and there's no real thought required. Just throw down whatever you can afford and you'll do fine. But after playing for 40 minutes, I struggled to find anything of worth to do. Good survival games, and there are very few of those, always present you with difficult tasks and new challenges no matter how advanced and well developed your character is. Asteroids Outpost does not present you with anything other than busywork, and they're charging you £25 for this. Once you construct a vehicle, the map really opens up and you can explore with impunity, but there's no real need to do so because money falls from the sky. Unless of course you grow weary of the honest mining life and decide to go and rob other players. Yes, this is of course a PvP survival sim after all, and what better way to introduce yourself to your neighbour than by robbing him blind while he's offline. With no means to defend your base from other players and no offline mode available, you could spend hours harvesting resources, only for them to be stolen by the time you next log in again. By now some of you will be screaming at your screen about pre-alpha sign in the corner saying that this game is not done. Correct! This game is not finished, it is not done, not even close. The developers and publishers are still asking £25 for it though. This is a perfect example of early access done badly, a loose concept in a desperation genre with little to no actual gameplay, numerous issues, and a premium price. And a game going through early access with publisher backing is preposterous anyway. Darkest Dungeon is doing early access in the right way. All of the key gameplay elements are in place and they're using early access to address balancing. Asteroids Outpost is a contrived mess. There is no game here, it is merely a concept, a shell with graphics and a £25 price tag grafted on. This is early access at its worst. Avoid. Survival sims are a desperation genre and there's a lot of shite out there. If you want to see an early access survival game done right, look at The Long Dark. If you want a complete survival sim, buy Neo Scavenger. Both of these games will provide you with a hell of a lot more entertainment and value for money than Asteroids Outpost. Thank you very much for watching, I've been Samurai Rabbit, and I'll see you next time.